Good evening and welcome to our call here on Bank Holiday Monday. And we're going to go straight in to our presentation about these amazing X39 patches. So welcome to everyone who's given up some time on Bank Holiday Monday to join us. And I know that that is because many of you have already been patched and you're all getting the benefits of these amazing patches. So the question we're going to ask is, have you been patched yet to elevate, activate and regenerate your body? And this is the thing that we're all really, really excited about. So if you're watching the recording and wondering what on earth is going on, we're going to tell you all about it right now. So the CEO and inventor of our company, Lifewave, is a gentleman by the name of David Schmidt, an absolutely fantastic, brilliant genius of a man. It says here over 130 patents to his name. It's actually now just reached 200. So that just gives you an idea of how brilliant this man is. He's a scientist and inventor, and he is one of the world's leading specialists in age reversing. Now, a year ago, I didn't know that was a real thing. It is absolutely a real science, and he is at the forefront of it. Now, back in 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research, and we're learning an awful lot more about that as time goes on. And his most recent patent for the product we're talking about tonight, the X39, the patent for that took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring it to market. So there was an awful lot of research behind this piece of kit. So as you'll see there, the patent was actually taken out in 2020. Now, patents last for 20 years. Nobody else has this product. It is unique to Lifewave, and we have another 15 years to run on this little product. So just to give you an idea, you will not find this anywhere else. And part of the patent there, it says embodiments as a result of elevating a copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, and elevation of antioxidants. This patch does an awful lot more than that, including elevation of collagen production and improved wound healing. There are so many things this patch does. We'll get to that as we go through the presentation. So why an X39 stem cell patch to activate your stem cells? Well, the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging. By the time you get to 30, only half of your stem cells are active. So that's really a big turning point. By the time you get to 30, your stem cells are starting to die off. You're born with millions of stem cells, and they help your body to grow and turn into a big full-grown adult from a baby. They are the cells that form your body, your muscles, your bones, your skin, your organs, and they help you grow. And by the time you've got to 30, you've finished growing and you've started doing the other thing. You're a mature adult at that stage. By the time you get to 60, which is me, you've lost almost all of your stem cell activity. So there's just a few little scattered around there that are doing a little bit of work, trying to repair all the stuff that we're doing, all the damage we're doing daily to our bodies. So how does this X39 patch work? Well, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. That's light therapy, photo meaning light. It's patented nanocrystal technology. Now, nanocrystals sounds a bit sciencey. They're just very, very tiny crystals, and the shape of the crystals actually denote how much light and what bandwidth of light they actually reflect back into your body. So they reflect your body's own light to activate them. That's not daylight they're working on, it's your body's own infrared light. They're non-transdermal. That means there's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants actually go from the patch into your body. It's just your body's own light that literally just came out of your body and turns around and goes back in again, just a small portion of it. So it's totally non-invasive. The benefits of X39, well, here are just an absolute tiny proportion of them, to be honest. Increased strength, that's a big one. Increased mental clarity. A lot of people find that really quickly. The brain fog, as my mother calls it, disappears quite quickly. Reduced inflammation. Now, that is a really big one. A lot of diseases are inflammation based, more than many people actually realize. So by reducing the inflammation, a lot of the pain and muscle problems and joint problems will be massively reduced. Restored muscle or skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep. Now, that's a very, very big one again there. A lot of people struggle to get the right amount of sleep or the right quality of sleep. And that's when your body also does the repair work that you need. Increased stamina, energy and vitality improved, and improved skin appearance. So all round, your body is going to feel an awful lot better and achieve an optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, or otherwise known as homeostasis. Okay, so here we have a little topography map. This is, if you like things presented in colour, this is from a participant, a 77-year-old woman who was on a study. And here in session one, you'll see on the left-hand side there, she had a lot of hot colours, and that's showing her inflammation in her brain. She had a lack of brain coherence, so she was a little bit confused, didn't always know what was going on. She hadn't at this stage put the X39 on. By session two, she'd actually been wearing an X39 patch on the back of her neck, on the nape of her neck, for some 3 weeks. And you can see immediately those colours have calmed down. There's no more inflammation and much improved brain coherence. This lady really was getting that mental clarity that we were talking about in the previous slide. And then we go on to session three. After some 6 weeks on the X39, she actually had a complete turnaround there, much better brain coherence. And it can be noted that when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. Her brain calmed down dramatically at the second visit, which was session two, after wearing the X39 patch for 3 weeks. And her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for just 6 weeks. Now, that is an absolutely amazing result. So the long-term results of wearing the X39 patches, as per case studies on thisisit.info.com. We will mention that website again, but it is a very, very important one, and you can write that down if you like. So the first few days of wearing the patches, over 4,000 genes begin to reset in your body, and they're going to reset to a younger state, a younger age, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is going to cause a lot of changes in your body, all good. By the time we get to 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. As we saw in that topography map on the previous slide, this means you're going to have much better mental clarity. Your thought processes, what I call joined up thinking, is going to be much easier. You'll walk into a room and remember why you actually walked in there. That's always a good thing. By the time we get to 3 months, your collagen has increased. Now, collagen has been a big buzzword recently, and a lot of people are taking collagen supplements. Collagen is the most prevalent protein in your body. And trust me, if you can actually get your body to switch on its collagen again, it's much better, much more powerful than taking any supplement, because your body has got collagen in just about every part, in every muscle, in every organ. It's the stuff that keeps your body elastic and flexible, makes everything work so much better. It's not just for your skin and for your hair, but it will certainly show in them as well. And then by the time we get to 6 months of using these patches, your heart can actually be shown to reverse in age by up to 8 years. Now, that's absolutely crazy. When I heard this, I mean, 8 years extra out of your heart. That is absolutely amazing. You can't do without that particular muscle. It's the one that pumps the red stuff round. And, we definitely need to have an extra 8 years of that. So as David Schmidt says, it's not anti-aging, it's actually age reversing. That is very, very important. So how do we wear this amazing little patch? Well, you'll see there on the pictures, there's 2 preferred places, just below the belly button, the navel, or on the nape of your neck. These 2 spots are actually where the studies have been done. They're very good acupressure points, but you can actually put the patch anywhere on your body and it will work. It's what's called systemic. So you wear your patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. And it is important to have the 12 hours off as well, so that we don't get what's called attenuation. That's when your body starts to ignore the signal from the patch, and then it won't be so effective. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Take the patch off and then either throw it away or put it on some of your fur family, or your children, or plants if you really love your plants. And then the next day you're going to put on a new patch and repeat the process. You can wear more than one patch at a time, and by that we mean we have ancillary patches. We've got 9 other patches within the range that you can wear alongside the X39 patch, which will give you other benefits as well. But there's only one stem cell patch, and that is the X39. Now, it's important also to drink plenty of water. Now, we recommend at least 2 litres of water a day if you can, and that helps your cells to be more conductive so they can communicate with each other, so you can flush the toxins out, and just make your body work more efficiently. And also, it's really important to take some electrolytes daily as well to make sure your body's got all the building blocks, because it's going to be doing a lot of busy stuff. It's going to be rebuilding the cells and all the stuff that you've broken during your life. So the X39, so sophisticated, yet so simple to explain. And this is the fun part. We have testimonies of the X39. They're pretty life-changing, quite often very emotional. So the best thing about the X39 is it absolutely works. We're going to ask a few people to quickly share their stories with us tonight. I'm very quickly going to tell you a tiny bit about mine. I started wearing these patches a year ago, give or take about a week. And I can tell you it was actually June the 6th last year. I couldn't walk last year very well at all. And as a dog boarder and walker, that's not great for the career, I can tell you. And I was living on painkillers. I was having 6 monthly steroid injections into my hips and really struggling to get my day's work done. And if I needed to go shopping at the end of the day, I was holding on to the shopping trolley like it was a Zimmer frame. So I was a pretty grumpy person. Please excuse me, I have a puppy under my desk. Um, and as you may guess, I can work again now. So yeah, I just started using these patches um, almost a year ago, and I wasn't a one patch wonder. I had to wait for them to work. Within 2 months, my pain went from a 7 or 8 with the occasional 9 down to a 0. And the minute I put a patch on, I stopped taking my painkillers, and I was due a steroid injection last June. Still haven't had it, and I still don't have any pain. So that's the really short version. My life has massively changed. I can do so much more. I have more energy. I'm not so grumpy. I have lots better mood. I have got a puppy, which is why my office is getting a little bit noisy at the moment. A year ago, I couldn't have contemplated taking on a collie puppy because they're pretty high energy. But now I have all the energy I need to do whatever I want, and my life has turned around massively. And I cannot say enough good about these patches. But I have said enough right now, and I'm going to hand over to whoever would like to give us a little bit of a testimonial about what has happened to them. Can I have some hands raised there, please? You can unmute. Who would like to give us a little testimonial? Camilla's smiling. Camilla,
Yeah,
am
I
I
think
throwing you under the bus, my darling?
do you
Would you
want
like
to
to
unmute
unmute?
yourself?
With just a little button at the bottom, just to unmute there. Yeah,
There we
just
go. I've got
there
it
we go.
now.
That's
Fantastic.
it.
Well done.
Sorry, I've not been here for a couple of weeks. I've been sunning myself in sunny Cornwall. I
Oh,
went away
lovely.
very poorly, but I've come back feeling a lot better. Nothing to
Oh,
do with
good.
the patches. I can click, but the patches have helped fix me.
Oh,
Faithfully, I went to the doctors just before I went away to see if I could fly because I got a lump on my neck and I'd got a very itchy scalp, very sensitive, couldn't brush my hair. He gave me some gel for my scalp because he said it was psoriasis, and I came out with the worst um, infection on my face and inflammation. So I'm thankful to the Aeon because that got my face back to normal. It's not
Wow.
perfect, but it's as good as it's ever been. But I was obviously on the X39. I've been on it for just under 3 months now. But it ruined the first start of my holiday. But I've come back feeling much more refreshed. But I took my foot off the pedal of everything, so I'm fully back on board. But I've still patched all the time I've been away. Got some good sort of marks where my patch has been on when I've been out in the sun, so I know I've been sunbathing, which has been beautiful down there. So, but the main thing that I can say, I wasn't expecting this to happen, but having had cancer 22 years ago, breast cancer. I had all the lymph nodes in my arm removed, but the feeling they said if it doesn't come back within 2 years, you'll never get your feeling back from your lymph nodes having all been removed. And yet, first within about, well, last month, I got all the feeling back, which is
Wow.
98% back. I would say it's still a little bit numb in places, but I never expected that to ever change. It's been so long without, and I thought, that's
Wow.
odd.
Wow.
I can feel
Amazing.
that. So, but there's still a few other things I want to get fixed, but I'm still living in hope. But as I say, it's less than 3 months so far. But I was pleased to have the Aon while I was away and help with the infection, the can't think of the word, allergic reaction that I had
Mhm.
to this stuff that the doctor gave me, fatally.
Oh my
Oh
God.
gosh.
Yeah, there was a risk that my throat could have closed up and I could have dropped dead. But
Oh,
it was
Oh
that
my
bad.
that was nice.
goodness.
Yes.
It's
I'll
like an
share
anaphylactic
privately.
shock almost.
Yeah, it was
Oh
worse than that.
God.
And I had to wait 8 hours in A&E when I got down to Cornwall to be seen. And all they needed was a very strong antihistamine. But
Wow.
no, we'll let you sit in A&E for 5.5 hours in one and 2.5 hours in
Oh
another.
my God.
It was awful. Anyway, I'm happy to be back in the land of the living, and I'm still here. So
I'm
there we
still
go.
here to tell the tale.
Thanks for the patches. Yes.
Glad you're okay now, Camilla. That's
Thank you.
wow.
Thank you. Well, yeah,
Brilliant.
Very.
I'm glad to be here too.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that was a really good testimonial. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, Sharon?
Sorry, I'm on my iPad because I've got no proper Wi-Fi, so I'm running off my phone. I've just come back from sunny Portugal. I've been there 3 weeks. That's why I've been not on the
Look
Zoom call.
lovely and brown.
Thank you. Well, it must have been, I think it was the second day I was there. I was helping somebody who was giving a very big sofa away to a relative, and they couldn't see the steps, and I was telling them what to do, and then forgot to lift my foot up properly. So I went flying and against terracotta steps.
Well,
And I actually bruised the bone in my leg, and they couldn't believe I hadn't broken my leg. And I had like in Tom and Jerry, and like, oh God, I can't even think in English now, but I had like an egg come up.
oh
So
no.
Oh,
of course,
like a blood blister.
I've got to get back to the flat. Let me get back because I'd taken a whole selection of patches with me because I was going to patch people while I was there. Luckily, so I did Aeon and X39. Within hours, it had gone down. I mean, although I've got still a
Wow.
little bit of pain when I rub the area, it was nothing like it was. I mean, it was like, oh my God, do I have to end up in Faro Hospital again? That was one of those ones,
Oh
So
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with us, As soon as we get our holidays, we start doing silly things. But
no.
apart from that, it's been incredible because I forget how old I am, and I'm celebrating my 70th, and some people know that, some
Oh,
don't. And what the thing was happening is because I was rocking a bikini on the beach, and people come up going, "But your skin's so smooth," and I said, "X39." What's that? Go to my website, So I was just like a walking advert, and I was able to help a couple of people in pain who'd hurt their back and everything like that. So they're sort of, I've left them with some patches, and they're going to like get on and try and find out more. So hopefully that will spur people on. But it's funny, it's from simple little things to big major things, because I know there's some incredible stories. But even as an everyday first aid kit, this is the best. It really is the
yeah.
best. That's all I
Yeah.
can say.
Wow.
That's a great way of putting it, Sharon.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Amazing. Anyone else?
Is Gemma, are you okay? Are you in a position to share with us now? You're not driving.
I'm home now. I'm all sorted.
Fantastic.
Well, there's one thing in itself. I would never in a million years look at going on a Zoom whilst I'm driving home and listening. That would send me into a panic straight away. Yeah, so my backstory, I got epilepsy at 16, put on medication, and you can't have anything with epilepsy tablets because it'll affect things. So as I've grown up, I've got more recently fibromyalgia, asthma, IBS, hypermobile, osteoarthritis, really bad anxiety, depression, you name it. Recently, this past year has been the worst in terms of my fibro and pain. I've literally booked a Motability scooter for Centre Parks next month. And in a nutshell, don't think I need it now. The things I've been doing since I've been patched, my son's just reminded me it's 4 weeks now we've been on it, a month. And I have not had a single rest day. Anyone with fibro knows, like, you definitely rest days every other day, something like that. Not had a rest day. I've been in the loft, I've been walking, I've been going on the beach. Things that like would send me anxiety through the roof, not even my fibro. Absolutely unreal the things I've been doing. The kids are just looking at me like I've got 3 heads. It's just absolutely insane the things I've been doing. And sleeping better. And my son, I have to also include my son's autistic and ADHD. I've patched him since I've been patched. And I've paid private for like, it's over actually 4 years he's been suffering with hot ears and hot cheeks. And I've paid private for like endocrinologist, ENT. They haven't got a clue. They've tested his hormones, everything. And it's actually starting to work on his ears. And also I home educate the kids as well. And he's definitely had some kind of PTSD from reading and writing at school. And he's now asking me to teach him. He's just full blown for the first time last week read a page of words that I 100% knew he couldn't read. Promise I'm not going to cry. And he read it.
Wow.
And he just blew my socks off, and there was no issues, there was no tears from him, no drama. He just read it as if like this was just part of his day, and just totally blew my mind. So and we're literally 4 weeks in.
Wow, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
He's wearing the X39, Gemma.
This is both of us just with the X39. I've got the Ion coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be trying as well. But yeah, that's just the X39. So I can't even imagine, we're going to be like dot to dot because I want to try them all.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I literally just come into this to say I just want it for just us. And now I'm just like, I can't keep this world's best secret to myself. I need to tell everyone else about this. Because there's now a light at the end of the tunnel. I never thought there would be.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Thank you for sharing.
Right, I'll hand over to you, Jules.
Okay.
I'll go on mute now.
We'll carry on with the presentation then, guys. Thank you all for sharing your stories. And thank you, Val. Okay, so we're just going to talk a little bit about the business now and the company itself. So Lifewave has been going for 20 years now, and it's open in over 75 countries, which means that it's a really international company. And the great thing about the patch is that it's not a Me Too product, meaning that we haven't got any competition out there. It's really unique. We're not like the weight loss, skincare or supplement companies where there's loads of competition. We're literally out there on our own, leading the way. Now, in 2021, we had sales of $20 million, but you can see there was a massive jump up in 2022 to $320 million. And this was because X39 was launched and the This Is It team got involved, which is a team we're all part of, leading the way. Now, in 2023, we had $430 million in sales, and 2024 over $600 million, which is incredible. But this year we are going for $1 billion. So, we're just growing so quickly that this is really achievable. So Lifewave has been ranked #1 momentum company in the world 2 years running now. And it just shows we're just going from strength to strength, growing all the time. And so this is something to be really proud of. But also the This Is It team, as I say, we're all involved with, is actually the fastest growing team in this business as well. So we're definitely in the right place at the right time. So what's the most important thing in your life? What's brought you here this evening? Is it because you want to spend more time with your family? Maybe you want a bit more time freedom, or maybe you want more security or more travel or better health or less debt, all of these maybe, or just one of these. Well, whatever it is, Lifewave can help with all of these, whether it's through the patch itself or through the business opportunity. And what an amazing business opportunity it is. The compensation plan is second to none and so easy and simple to work out. So basically we use something called the binary system, which means that you build one team left and one team right. Now, if you introduce 2 people onto your left and 2 people onto your right, then you go to the rank of manager, and this is where all the magic starts to happen and bonuses start opening up to you. Now, your team commission you can earn up to $25,000 a week from this binary system. That's incredible. And yes, Lifewave do pay us weekly, so it's amazing how quickly those weeks come around. But that's not all. We also have something called the matching bonus. And this means that you have the potential of earning off people that you've actually introduced into the business. So 3 levels deep. So your first level are the people that you've personally sponsored. Second level are the people that they've sponsored. And the third level is the people that the second level have personally sponsored. Now you can earn off all of these people, 3 levels deep. And you can have as many people as you want in those 3 levels, depending on how quickly you build this business. So you can earn 25% of whatever the bonus the first person has got. So your first level, you can earn 25% off them. So if that person, say, earned $1,000 in commissions that week, then you would actually come out with $250 just from that one person. You can also earn off your second and third line, so 20% of each of those as well. So you can really see how quickly your income can grow with this business and how lucrative it can be. So the 3 main packs to get involved with in this business. So the first one is the core package. This is really great if you just want to feel the benefits yourself. So just try them for 3 months, or maybe you want to give some to your partner or your loved ones. So you're getting 3 sleeves there. A sleeve is actually 30 patches, which is a month's supply. So that's a really good one, as I say, if you just want to try the patches. If you want to get more involved with the business, then the advanced pack is really good because you get 6 sleeves of X39 there. So really good for you to try them, but also to either sell on to different potential customers or to share with your loved ones. But if you really want to get stuck into this business and hit the ground running, then the premium pack is definitely recommended because you get 20 sleeves of X39 with this package. And it means that you get the cheapest price possible for a sleeve. So it works out at $87.50 per sleeve. So really good if you really want to get running, as I say, with this business. It's also really important to go on to a monthly subscription as well, because it's just peace of mind. It means that you're going to be getting your patches every month. You don't have to worry about separately ordering them. It's just going to be coming to you every month, so you never run out. And also you also keep active in the business as well, which means that you'll qualify for your bonuses. So there's 2 main websites that I'd recommend to you. So if you want to look more into the patches and the science behind them, or testimonials, then head towards thisisit.info.com, and it really is packed full of info. If you want to look more into the business side of things and maybe study the compensation plan, then it's worth going to thisisitteam.com. That's full of information about the business. If you want to take a screenshot of those, do so now. But as I say, if you just do your research on these 2 sites, then that's all you need. It's absolutely amazing. So the time is now to make your move. If you're serious about your dream, then get started with X39, get patched, feel your results, and just share with the world. It's as simple as that, and it grows really organically. And this is real hope for the future, guys. It's such an opportunity. So thank you for listening. That brings us to the end of the presentation. What I'm going to do is stop sharing now and recording. And if we do have any questions or anything we'd like to share, then please do so.